Okay guys, so now what we're fixing to do is, you should be at this step now where we're fixing to add our side panel that holds our tool brushes, our tool blenders. So I got that going on right now. Now I did notice that I really needed to put a secondary print on this, so I decided to do this one. So because my box is going to go like this up against it, and you can actually see the whole pattern, so I chose that one. Also too, on the very bottom, before you do any of your feet or anything, I chose this print right here, and it's going to sit on the bottom, and then we're going to put our feet on. Okay, so that's what I did for the bottom. Now how I came to that was just simply doing a dry fit to cut. I laid my box on top of my paper, and then I just made one mark to where it was going to be the lengthwise, and then I put my paper up there again and made another nick to make the height, or the width, if you might want to say. So yeah, so that's how I came of that. So before we move on any further, I do need to get this glued, and then also to this one glued. Okay guys, I got the paper on and we got it all covered. Okay, so now we're at this point where we're fixing to attach it to here. But first, remember I said we needed to measure up for the wooden tool that sits here. Now yours might measure different. You might have a different style that you use quite often. This is measuring this size right here, which is, let's see, what size are you? This one is 3 inches tall. So now that's without the padding. I don't store mine in the side compartment with the pads on them, even if it's a frequent user, because I just put the pads back underneath my inks. So that's what I do. So measuring up 3 inches, you can go 3 1/4 or 3 1/2. I chose to go 3 1/2. So what I'll do is 3 1/2. Let's see, I did something else. I did 3, 1, 2, 3 8. That's what I did. Okay, so 3 3/8. Okay, that's how far I went up. 3 3/8. So it's just what do you want to say, a 1/2 of an inch taller than the spool itself. So that's what I did. So a 1/2 inch taller. So what I'm going to do is, right now we're going to place this in. Now because I'm messing with directional paper, I knew that this was the bottom. And you remember where we had to cut off 1/8 of an inch on both sides. This is exactly where you're going to put your glue. Okay? And then when you place it down, you're going to place it right on top of those lines and hold it there for just a few minutes to let it dry. Okay? So let's do that now. Just a bead of glue right there on the edge. Okay. Alright, so now I'm going to place it right on my pencil line. You see it right there? Oops. See the pencil line right there? Okay, that's why I'm going to lay my my shelf on. Line it up, excuse me, line it up with this line first, and then that line, and then just simply press the side, and then put pressure downwards. And by doing this, your shelf is absolutely even over here on this edge. Okay, that's why we had to take out 1/8 because of the chipboard from the back side. So something in just little errors, but you know, it's no big deal. We can fix it, right? Let me get my glue covered up. I'm multitasking. Isn't that funny? Ow. Okay, now before you do anything, I need you to take your glue and you're going to go right inside there in that corner, and you're going to make a bead of glue right there on that side. Do the same too as well over here. Probably not as messy as me. And then you're going to go over to the other side, and you're going to make another bead of glue there and another bead of glue here. Just work that glue in, okay? And it's going to look something like this, and of course I've got a mess. So I'm going to let that dry for just a few seconds. I don't want that shelf to move. I'm just going to gently use my paper towel and kind of smooth some of that glue down. Don't forget that this glue dries clear. So there we go. So that's what mine looks like, all glued in. Okay, and that'll all dry clear, so don't worry about that. Okay, so now for what we're fixing to do. If you walked away and maybe went and ate lunch or something like that, you know, this piece would dry really good. Okay, we're going to place this piece right directly on top of it. The top of this, which is your back panel, needs to line up at the very top of your unit. Just like that, okay? It's going to line up just like that. Right on top, okay? And it's going to have that space there. Well, sorry about that. It's going to have that space right there. And this is going to be where the feet are going to be down here. So it kind of matches up with what we got over here on the brushes. Okay, so with that being said, we are going to take beads of glue, and we need to glue this part, and this part, and we need to put a bead of glue all the way around. Okay. Okay, now that you've got your glue on, let me cover up this one piece. And put just a little bit more extra glue in there. Okay, now that you have that done, you're going to flip it over and make sure this goes to the very top of this. And you're going to lay right on top of your back panel, not on the inside. You're going to lay on that top, right there. And I'll show you as soon as I get mine laid down. I've got the shakes, so I'm trying to do it without the shakes. Check your back. Make sure you're in place. Squeeze down. Get good contact with that glue. Just work it in. Just add pressure where you know that glue is. Alright, so see there where I wind it up being even right there in that corner? So it's all the same height. Okay? And that's pretty good in there. Alright. Now here on the bottom, I've got where this has just a little bit different attached to it, where it needs actually just a little bit more glue in there. So if you could see, I put just a little bit of glue. Alright, so right here too, I'm going to run a bead of glue right here on the very back. Take your paper towel and just smooth that out. Okay. Okay, guys, so alright, y'all, so I think that's put together. What do you think? Alright, so now we're going to work on doing our shelves. Okay? You ready to do that? Let's move some stuff out of the way so we can have plenty of room, so we make sure we get these shelves somewhat even. You know, we don't want no crooked shelves. Alright, so what I do to simply do that is I'm going to turn my unit upside down. Now I need my tool guides. Where are my tool guides? Okay, we're going to get our tool guide now. This is our shelf guide, and what we're going to do is these are going to sit in the corner, and then what I'm going to do is put in another shelf. Okay, and it's got to be met up. Make sure your tools are all the way down to the back and up against the wall. Then you're going to make sure that your shelf fits in there really good and snug. It should fit snug. So these little tool guides, they help you in getting the right depth, you know, in between each shelf. Now I'm going to just put like a bead of glue. Nothing big and fancy. Nothing more than just a little bit of dots, because I know it's going to rub on my paper until I can get it situated. But it'll be okay. Alright. So I'm going to start with one side first. And I'm going to put my shelf right up next to my tool. Then I'm going to come over here to this one and slide it in and go all the way down. Okay, y'all, we've added our third shelf, so this would be 1, 2, 3, and then we have 2 more left that we needed to add over here. Previously, this was not put together, so I went on ahead and I done that too as well. And also too, when I got to this part, because I had lost this piece, I have no idea where it was or where it winded up at. But anyways, I had to cut off 1/8 of an inch on the short side and the long side, okay? And then it was able to fit, okay? We had done that with the black one. So, but anyway, I just wanted you guys to know that I ran across that problem. And that was just because I had to replace this. But, so anyway, I went on ahead and I put in the other shelf. So, this one's drying. So, while we're at this one, we'll go ahead and get ready to put in our next shelf. Now, I need to make sure that these are going the right way because I have directional paper. Now, by now, you guys should already probably have gone further than I have and just finished up your shelves. So, but you just want to make sure that's really good, nice and snug. And I can tell you what I do to hold mine in place. I'm going to run a bead of glue right there on that side. Even if that bead of glue gets right behind your shelf, that's okay. Okay, and then you're going to do the same for the next one. Oops, without moving it. Like what I just did. Okay, now you want to make sure that your shelf is sitting flush on your tool guides. And then make sure as well that your shelf is also oops, there you go. I mean, it takes it a bit to try and get it to stay, but I assure you it will stay. So all I'm doing right now is I'm just putting a little bit of pressure on this. And we can even flip this sideways and do the pressure like that too as well. Now once I have those done, excuse me, once I have that done, I'm going to come over here to the bottom and I'm just going to clean up that glue just oh so slightly. And we're just going to keep pressure on it until we can get it to dry. It only takes it just a few minutes. So I'll probably just speed this up. But I want you to see though, before I speed it up, I just want you to see the glue process in that corner. Okay? And that one too as well. The other way. That one too as well. Okay? Now also too, if you see that your shelf is a little bit buckled, okay, like mine is right here, I'm going to wait for my sides to dry, because once they're dry, then I can maneuver this to the back side and then apply my glue. Okay, so we want to make sure that that stays good and dry. Alright, I'm going to leave that over there to the side, and then we'll do this one right here. Alright, put my guide, my tool guide in, this side too as well, and then push at the bottom. Make sure your tool guide is all the way down at the bottom, and then you're just simply going to add pressure to those back corners. Okay, and you're making sure that at all times that it stays in place. Alright, so we'll do this one. Now I'm going to go ahead and run a bead of glue right here on the back. If I get out of frame, I apologize. And then right here on the side, a bead of glue right in there, just like that. And the same as far as this one too. Okay, Just like that. That's what we want. And then you just want to apply pressure and make sure it stays towards the back, and make sure they are nice and tight to the tool guide. I mean, you're only doing this so this way you got how you want to say it, the same width in between. Okay. Now I like to pull these out because I don't want, sometimes they get glue on the ends of them, and I'm going to pull them out and just leave this alone and put this over to the side. But what do you think? What do you think, you guys? Let's see if I can bend this one. This one's going to be tricky. I better put in my tool guides. Hang on. I got a bow and shelf. No problem, right? Just give it a little snug. Say, hey, you're going to stay just like that. Okay. Okay. So that's what you do. But what do you think, you guys? Did that not turn out gorgeous? The bottom. There we have it. There's all of our little shelves. Our cubby for our tools. Oh, it's just gorgeous. I love the pattern of the paper, you guys. What an awesome idea. You know, go grab your material, scan it, make it into a digital, and then just go to town in organizing your whole entire craft area. So, what we're going to do, I'm going to let this one dry too as well. And, of course, the black one. I'm going to allow the black one to dry just as well. Before I cut off the camera so I can allow drying time. We didn't put any glue back here in the back, so we need to do that. And I've got a bow. Tool guide back in. Put this one back in. So I've got to get that bow out. Just a little bit, just like that. All you're doing is saying, hey, chipboard, you're going to stay just like that for the remainder of your life. Okay, so there we go. Alright, so let's take our glue, and we're going to run a bead of glue right there in that back side. Okay, just like that. Just like that. Okay. Now, if you notice, if you've got enough glue, you should be able to see some glue spots here in the back. And that's absolutely perfect. Okay. So we want this one to dry before we start pushing on it, because I don't want to push it out of frame trying to get this one to go in. So let this dry for a few minutes. Put a little fan on it. I have a little fan that I got. Look, guys, I got it from the hospital, so they don't take them back because of cootie reasons. But anyway, so I got like this little fan. So, but that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna let that dry, and I'll be back. Guys, we've got all our shelves in. Doesn't that look nice? I'm loving it. It is so pretty. I really, really do like this. Okay, so that one is completely dry, and as well as this one is completely dry too as well. So, yes, so they're pretty sturdy. And if you see any of them that want to, you know, kind of bow up on you or anything, just kind of pinch it a little bit and adjust it, and it'll go right back into formation. So, it gets out of formation when the glue dries, but once you sit there and wiggle it, it'll go back into formation. Okay, So the fun part is my feet. So I kind of don't know what I want to use. I'm kind of leaning the blue and then the gold. Oops, let me turn this around. Hang on. This is what I'm thinking. Okay, so what do you think? You think the blue will go good with that one? So that's what I'm thinking. So let me turn it around because the face, there you go. So, yep, that's what I'm going to do for that one. And then my grandsons were the ones that picked the gold to go with this unit. So I was going to use black, but he said he didn't like the black feet, that he liked the gold. So we're going to go with the gold on this one. So I had also did spray painted some pink ones because I had some pink spray paint. So I did those too as well. And it was cool. Yep. So that's what I did. So anyway, we'll put these back in the box because one day we will use these. We will. So, alright. So what we got to do here is each one of these feet comes with screws. So you're going to need 2 for each one. Then 2 more. 1, 2. Okay, let's do these first. So I'll show you how to do these. These are so simple. Now, if you didn't have the feet, let me just let me introduce you to what is an alternative. Now you could take these right here, you know, of course match up the right size, and you can put these on the bottom too as well. So yeah, so if you've got these are macrame beads. So, but if you have any of those, you can get those certainly. I've used, let's see, I just used this in a project. These are macrame beads too as well. Not the blue ones, but these two as well. So, yeah, I've used these on the bottom of stuff too as well. So that's pretty cool, isn't it? Just a little variety of colors. So, yeah, so break out your macrame beads or whatever you think that will look good on the bottom of your little unit. It doesn't much matter. Okay, I'm going to take all these little corners and as well as all of my little screws. Keep them all together. Make sure I get all of them. I did. Okay. Here on the bottom, what we're going to do is the very front one. We're going to take and place our feet right on the corner just like this. Okay? Just like that. And then before we do that, I'm going to put some hot glue on it, and then I'm going to come back in and add the little screws. So I'm going to show you how to do that now. So I like to go ahead and just get my feet on first, and then I come back and do the little screws. So, oh, also too, I wanted to give you guys a little peek. A little peek. Guess what I have over here? Huh? Oh, yes. I got a hot glue gun. And this is my little storage unit. And it also has feet. I painted those pink. And it has a clear plastic in it to protect the paper. And then also too, you open up your lid and you have all the storage of all of your glue sticks, you know, whatever you want to put in there. This was the little stand that came with this glue gun. And this little glue gun, you guys, is amazing. Really, really, really good. I do like this one. It doesn't ooze as much. and it's also precise, and it's extremely hot. So, and not only that, I like it that it has an on and off button, so that way when I turn it off, the red light goes off, okay, and then you turn it back on. So I like that because it stays plugged in all the time, because my hot glue gun station is actually to the right of me. So, but yeah, I do love it. I love it. I love it. So, but yeah, let's go ahead and get our feet glued on. And I'm going to try and do this so you guys can see really good. Alright. Put your glue on the inside. You're going to put it right here, here, and right there. Then you're going to set it down. Find your corner and press. Just like that. Okay. See the glue? So. Now when doing these, I always get it upside down. I don't know why, but I always do. Okay, go to the inside. Cover the whole entire thing on the inside with the glue. And then press down. Find your corner. And then press up. Okay? Alright, this one. Inside, just like the other ones. Oops. I'll bar myself. Alright. Next one. Okay. There we go. Alright, so then all you need to do is grab your little screws and you're going to screw at an angle. Hang on, let me get mine started first. These little screws are just little to just deal with. Okay, so can you see where I'm going at an angle? That's what I'm doing, because I want this screw to land right in here underneath this, if that makes sense. So let me finish screwing it down and I'll show you. I mean, you can certainly just stop right here and not add the screws if you want to. I mean, that's your preference. But I add the screws in because that way I know it's good and tight. This will probably be on the next video. I'll probably do all of the feet, screw them in, and then I'll show you from there. Alright. Alright, so see there? And then if you look in the back, if you look all the way in the back, you'll see no screws back there. Okay? So you just have to make sure that you angle down into your chipboard so that way you're getting a little bit of the chipboard, but you're also getting contact with the glue that's on the foot, if that makes sense. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to finish up the rest of them off camera, and when we come back, then you'll see all of my feet will be completed, and this little guy too as well, or this little girl, or whatever it is. But so anyway, I will be right back. Guys, I got all my feet on. Look how nice that turned out. That turned out super nice, didn't it? Isn't that pretty? I love the blue. I think that was a very good combination. So I'm very happy with that. And then also too, I finished the gold on the black. Isn't that cool? Very pretty, huh? So anyway, so yeah. So there you go, guys. That is ready to be stored. Okay, so these are all ready to be stored. You can go ahead and start filling it up. Do your brushes over there, and then of course do your blending brushes on this side. And each unit, this small square ink storage unit, this unit holds 10. So just like it does over here with this one. So this is the one that's coordinating with my room as far as decorations, things of that sort. So, but yes, so there's that one. These turned out so super cute, so super cute. So, but don't forget too that in my Etsy shop, I also have the package that you can purchase. So it's the package with all of the chipboard already glued, and then you also get your workbook that's laminated, and it has your instructions and everything else like that. So, okay, if you have followed me all the way through and you've already made your ink station, if you've done it by the digital, or as I said, you can have the package. Now, what I'm going to do for the package, only just the package, I have decided to put this in your packet. Now, I'll seal them all up. I've got 10 kits. And the one person that gets this, get a hold of me through Etsy, through the purchase that you did, and send me a message, and I will send you absolutely free, postage paid, another kit. So what you're going to get, you're not going to get the laminated, you're just going to get this right here that's already done for you. So the winner gets this. Okay, so I want to say good luck to everybody, and I hope you're the lucky winner. I mean, we'll find out and see, huh? But yes, so I'll send this to you, postage paid and everything, so that way you can just build a second one if you wanted to. So yes, so that's what I'm giving away for that. So good luck to everybody, and I wish everybody luck for that. Okay. So I wanted to talk about more of the backgrounds, okay? So like what I said, don't forget to get some material from your stash. You know, iron it up, get it really flat, put it on your scanner, and then just scan it, mess with the color a little bit, and then just print it. And then all of a sudden you have a whole complete design that you want to incorporate into your craft room. So that's pretty cool. So I was excited about that. I couldn't come up with any other idea, and I just started going through my stash of material, and I came across this fun material. So I think that that turned out really, really nice. Cute little hint for you guys, huh? Okay, so what else I wanted to talk to you about? Over in my Ko-fi shop, I will give you the information to my Ko-fi shop down in the description. I have these right here. I have a template for this, that you can print out and then follow me on YouTube, and you can make your own ink station, desk ink station. Okay, and here is what I've got for the things to trace. What I've done is I just printed it twice. I laminated it with the cover, and then I printed it another time, and I cut out all the corresponding pieces, and then all I did was just take a little bit of my double-sided tape, and I just put it right there on that. So it's relatively ready for me to trace and make another one if I wanted to. So we have this one right here. Okay, so we have this one right here. This one turned out so super cute. So super cute. I like this one a lot. And then I put feet on it that had speckled purple, if you could see that. If it's gonna focus a little bit maybe. But anyway, oh, there it goes. So it's all the shininess. Let me take this out, because see, these right here are just plastic pieces that I just fit to cut. Okay, and you can take them out and wipe them down with alcohol and dry them real good, and then put it back in. But look at that gorgeous butterfly. Is that not pretty? I put glitter accent on it, so I wanted it to pop as it was sitting on my table. So, but yes, so we have that one, and here's its little plastics. They go right back in there just like this, and just like that. Okay, so that's a little hint for you guys. But that turned out really, really super cute. I do like this one. So, but as like mine too as well, this one is the one that I use the most, because it does go with my, how you want to say, my craft area, you know. So, but this one was mine. I love it. I made the feet weird looking. I sprayed all kinds of different colors on them. Can you see that? So, but yeah, so go over to my Ko-fi shop, you guys, and go download this PDF. I give it to you for free, and I will give you the links to the video for this ink station, so you can go and make it yourself. Okay, so that's what I have for right now, and I think that's just going to be it. I'm so super excited to have traveled with you guys during this journey, and I do apologize that it took so long to do this, but it was a lot of the drying time that you'll find that makes this process go a little bit slower. So, but at the end, it's absolutely gorgeous. What do you think? Is this one not gorgeous or what? I just love it. Alright, so there's that one for the black, and I'll let you look at the blue one again. This is the blue one. This is where you put your blended brushes, just like that. And then this is where you put your wooden tools that you use for blending. And like I said, this unit holds 10. So, and it turned out really, really super cute. So, with all that being said, you guys, I'm going to stop from here. Let me know if you have any questions. If you're having a hard time getting through with something and you're not quite sure, give me a comment down below and reach out to me and ask. You know, you don't know until you ask, right? So, look at that, my ring come undone. Okay, so anyway, don't forget that when you order a package, and if this is inside your package, you get this absolutely free. Okay, so that'll give you 2 units to the lucky winner. So whoever opens up their package, if it's in there, congratulations. So with that being said, I'm gonna go, so I guess I will talk to you guys later. Bye.